and welcome to Let Me Plan Your Life. I've got another guest today. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Aram, and I'm a construction surveyor.
So, Aram, are you ready to know about your future?
Sure am.
By the year 2028, your parents will be at least semi-retired, if not completely retired. One of your sisters will brag about her awesome Navy benefits, and the other sister will slowly be getting slower. By the year 2038, your father will most likely have died, and your family will mourn the loss. Now, your mother will start dating again, and you and your sisters will be supportive and weirded out at the same time. Although it changes your image of your mother, it will cement your bond as siblings. By the year 2048, if you were not jealous of them before, you will be jealous of your sisters now. Your older sister will need a hip replacement, but will opt instead to become a cyborg. This will get her special security clearance on airports because she is at least 3 pounds of metal. Your younger sister, because she works at the DMV and has been slowing down her entire life now, will age slower as well. So even though she's pushing 60, she looks closer to 40. So, what do you think?
The oldest sister part is pretty cool.
Yeah, you're gonna have a cyborg for a sister.
Expect that.
Now, let's take a moment to focus on your plan for this year. You were hoping to run the LA Marathon, correct?
Yep.
All right, so you're probably going to end up paying about $230-ish in registration fees, and you're probably going to spend a collective 200 hours training for this thing. You need to start your training by September of this year at the latest. If you hire a coach, that would be $50 a session. That's $1,300 over 6 months. If you don't want to do that, and I completely understand why you wouldn't, it's totally fine. There are apps, there are clipboards, there are all sorts of other methods for you to do it by yourself if you're really self-disciplined. In order to feel more accomplished while training, what you could do is run smaller marathons like 5Ks and 10Ks. You can count those as your training sessions for those weeks. There is a turkey trot in November and there is a reindeer run in December, both in Van Nuys, pretty close by. And the awesome thing about those two is that you can decide if you're doing a 5K or a 10K or a 15K. Lastly, you can check in with the LA Marathon website at around January to see if they are accepting people yet. Once they are accepting registrations, it should cost about $170 to get in. So, what do you think?
I mean, sounds about right.
What inspired you to want to run the LA Marathon?
I've been running a lot since middle school. High school, I took a break. And then college, I met up with friends who are runners. And they started running. And I've been running ever since. Like, I've done Spartan race. I've done...
So you know about all the fun races.
Yeah, like right now I've been doing, so far at least, until up to this point, I've been doing a race every month. Mm-hmm. So I have another one coming up next week.
Okay.
I've done a half, so I'm like, might as well do a marathon now. And marathon.
I told you a lot of things you already knew.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you're a lot of the way there.
I mean, yeah, but I always, every time it gets closer to marathon, I like somehow either chicken out or, yeah.
Well, that is one thing. Some people find that locking themselves in like a month or two ahead of time, they kind of say, I've already paid $300 to be here. I guess I have to show up now.
That's the thing I've noticed. Like when I signed up for half, I remember I signed up for the half when I signed up. The closer you got, the more nervous I got. I'm like, I already paid for it. I gotta.
Yeah. You can walk parts of the marathon, which I'm sure you wouldn't be the only one doing.
That's another problem is I say I'm gonna walk, but I always end up running. Especially when I do it. My goal is to do it in 4 hours and 30 minutes or less.
Okay.
And all my friends have done it except me, so I might as well.
Well, there you go. They'll be your support group.
So hopefully next year, a year from now, I'll have a marathon medal in my room hanging on my wall.
And worst case scenario, there are like 2 trophy stores that you probably pass by on your way over here.
I could do that too.
Yeah.
Just buy it. Yeah, look, I did it.
It's a medal. That's all anyone's going to see.
Medal and then just Photoshop myself wearing a bib.
Thanks again for joining us on Let Me Plan Your Life. If you would like to be on the next episode, hit the link below. If you would like to follow us on social media, we'll have really cool behind-the-scenes content. And make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons up top. Thanks a lot, and see you next time.